This was a game of fate. Two cars were driving on the railroad tracks, facing a speeding train. When they were about to hit each other, one of them drove out, but he rushed off the railway track at a critical moment and got off handsomely. He is Charan, the god of war. On this day, Charan's father suddenly entered the hospital. The doctor said that because my father drank alcohol all the time, he had severe cirrhosis of the liver and needed a liver replacement as soon as possible. And the operation was expensive. When Charan was worried, Bode, who lost the last game, came to Charan. Bode said that he could afford the surgery fee, on condition that Charan successfully chased Pasha's girl within 1 month. Charan thought it was no problem, but he didn't know that Pasha's father was very cruel, and he killed all the people who had pursued Pasha. Pasha is protected by bodyguards even when she goes to school. Even if she bumps into Pasha accidentally, she will be thrown downstairs by the bodyguards, but Charan resolutely agreed to Bode in order to save his father. So Charan found Pasha to send her friend away, and began to discharge shamelessly, but Pasha doesn't agree with him, which makes Charan very embarrassed. Pasha said that if you want to chase her, you have to complete 3 tests. The first is to send her a love letter in front of his family and propose in public. What Pasha never expected was that he really came. Charan came to Pasha's father. I want to propose to your daughter. Charan took out the love letter.
I love you.
Then the petals fell from the sky. At this time, several friends of Charan ran in and said that they were filming a reality show, which will be broadcast on time on the 8th day. Charan also praised Pasha's father for his cooperation and rewarded him with a bag of washing powder. After getting the love letter, Pasha told the second test to send Pasha flowers at home, on the condition that she can't get hurt. Just when Pasha was worried about whether Charan had the courage to come, Charan appeared handsomely on a motorcycle. 30 aimed the gun at Charan, but Charan smiles, and the bodyguard tells him to go out. Charan said that a tall and strong bodyguard like you is just a coward, and you need so many guns to deal with me alone. So the bodyguard put all the guns into plastic bags and threw them out. Seeing this, Charan kicked down the 5 bodyguards. Charan flipped over the motorcycle and punched again. He turned around and picked up the motorcycle. At this time, the bodyguards fell to the ground in pieces. Charan let go of the motorcycle and passed. The bodyguard flew directly and landed heavily. Charan attacks left and right with his feet. Charan jumped to block his leg with one move and kicked more than 30 meters. The bodyguards all fell to the ground. Charan came to Pasha and completed the second test.
I love you.
But after Joey learned everything, he wanted to kill Charan. Just when Pasha told Charan to run quickly, his father's men had already arrived. One of the bodyguards walked up to Charan and let him kill himself. Charan knocked him down with one punch. At this time, everyone rushed to Charan. Charan was possessed like a god of war, and the bodyguards were very vulnerable in front of him. In the end, Charan ended the fight with an uppercut. Another wave of bodyguards rushed forward with a knife. Charan picked up the scooter and threw it out forcefully. Then Charan picked up a Hot Wheel and gave the bodyguards a crazy attack. With Joey arriving in time, Charan escaped with Pasha after meeting Bode, who made a bet. Charan told the truth that his father is in urgent need of surgery. Pasha smiled and said that your father has successfully performed the operation. It turned out that all of this was arranged by Pasha. At this time, Pasha told the truth to Charan. Pasha's father is not Joey at all. The reason why Joey has been controlling Pasha is to seize the hundreds of billions of inheritance left by his father. Before he could finish speaking, Joey's men chased after him. The 3 quickly ran into the woods, but they still encountered an ambush. Charan, who was surrounded, picked up a big bamboo stick and quickly solved all the bodyguards in an instant. But one person was still no match for the opponent's crowd. Charan was still knocked out with a stick, and the bad guys took the opportunity to capture Pasha. When Charan woke up again, the seriously injured Bode told Charan that Charan's father was killed by Joey, so Charan decided to save Pasha and seek revenge from Joey. At this time, several subordinates rushed to Charan, and Charan easily broke the arms of several subordinates. At this time, Charan was a Buddha blocking and killing a Buddha, and a god blocking and killing a god. He fell over his shoulder, jumped up in the air, and kicked directly with his kick. At this time, more than 10 subordinates rushed up. The villagers brought his father's tomahawk and threw it at Charan. Charan caught the tomahawk like a Gale god of war, and the yellow sand was everywhere. The bodyguards were powerless to parry. One jumped, turned around and hit the axe, followed by a kick, and the head was directly on the bell. At this moment, Joey rushed up, and Charan jumped high, and it was an axe. Then he kicked into the ancestral hall. He finally avenged his father, Sharan rescued Pasha, and lived happily ever after with Pasha. The film ends here.